Okay. Just trying to make sure that we're actually live. There we go. At least this is what it says. Right, so last time I was streaming this game, things crashed, which means I gotta watch that cutscene again. But before we go on, relive the loss of Hashafant, I'm gonna come over here real quick and do some Black Mage quests, because we haven't touched this one in a while. So what do they have for us? Pretty sure there's a couple quests. Alliance. Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seems Mage Slayer slithered away, and your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider the chapter complete. Your time with the Tome of Teachings is at an end. It's absolutely accurate. There is an addendum with additional advice. Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into the diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thermatology demanded I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike, minimum risk and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormos resurfaces to kill again. Now we've uncovered the deception, the Voidsent will seek a new hunting ground, while Kokobusi's fate is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote my time to reconsidering my next course of action. Pray leave me be to my musings, Lion. Alliance, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us the dreadful business of Kokobusi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unfathomable self. It frightens me to see our eldest indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Rush out to speak with him. Help him banish this air of uncertainty. Lions, long have I agonized over Kokobusi's plight and the measures I might take to extricate him upon. Though not due to call upon our thermatology colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brethren outright. Our teachings from the yawning abyss allows for no other alternative. There is, however, only one tiny glimmer of hope. We have word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. They're currently in Camp Drybone, blowing their ink dry on their collective findings regarding the wretched Voidsent. I'd ask you go there, these experts of underworldly phenomena, and beg pardon to peruse their work. Alright, let's head over there real quick. If you seek the definitive work of Mormo, then seek no further. I have penned an in-depth analysis of the most cunning ritual, a method contrived by the mages of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent Voidsent. When it comes to draining such a creature of its etherical energies, one must... I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. You interested in reading our book of Mormo? Of course, it'd be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student of the Voidsent. Here's the first chapter, my own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. Okay, so there should be one more somewhere. Take a quick look. Are you in here? Nope. Probably in the pub. Yep, I knew it. You wish to learn of Mormo right this instant, but we barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even amusing among the oddities of the Void Sim. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Now we go back. You have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo. Yes, I do. Here you go. The histories unearthed in the ruins of Citadel depict the suffering wrought by a singularly powerful voicent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the enscolled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to be weakened and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's venerated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous voidsent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. Its possession of his nature is irreversible. The only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. That explains Mormo's fixation on dermaticide. Kokobusu's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened voidsent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. The morsel of information may prove vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope of our poor sibling has. Pray hand this work over the Koko Baigo. I shall be along momentarily. This is a work devoted to studying that nasty voidsent. Should hope to provide some hint to salvation. Kokobuki, these passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our elder brother? What of avoiding the threats, of eliminating the risk? Is that not how we Dermitages do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now. Kokobuki, while he voidsent, is still yet feeble. I share the selfsame sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the voidsent the chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot. That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken all of her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I'll wager Mormo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry. Newly lived voidsent, she will then face the combined wrath of lions and 4 guild masters of Dermitaji. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We've always avoided adversaries against whom we have no advantage. The fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory? It is time we learned the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. It is you, Lions, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the yawning abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. I want to take the trial bound within and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How could you ask such a thing of poor Lions, when even his guildmasters have yet to attempt the ghastly feat test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Lions, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed halls of Thal's respite. Okay, that's also in Camp Drybone. Alright, we'll head over there real quick. Try to knock out a bit more story today. I don't know if I'll actually get to the next primal. I think I got quite a bit to do before I do that. Regret having to drag you into family troubles, but I'm confident that with the many and terrible trials you've bested already, you'll prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skill of a single thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you have to seize this victory this day. Let the trial commence. Alright, let's see what you have me doing. Okay, we gotta change tactics a little bit. They're coming in a little too fast. Oh, this is bad. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Nice. Let's see. Thunder 2. Oh, wait, we got one little bit more to do. Let's see. Deals aspect image of. Fucking hell, I can't even get a chance to read it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Another thunder. Okay, we should be good. Whew. Okay, that was a little close. Definitely could have played a little better. Let's see, what is it saying? After watching Zelfa, MTQ Capture, Arthas, Civics, Asmongold, Pint, Karagon, Twitch streams, Twitch recommended me your stream. Not sure why I would have done that, but there's only like, I don't even recognize like a couple of names out of that. I appreciate you stopping in. Cannot stop shaking, but I think it might actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers? With the primal energies of Termitology at our command, there is no threat of which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kokobusi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. It seems we've been wasting our potential. I never would have believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder their lions was. I feel my fingers itching to fling fire with the fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm together. Thank you, Lions. Your inspiring display of magecraft set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. So return to the guild and discuss what is to come. I meant to check out some of those other people out. Because I know who Zefla is. I've seen a couple of her videos. And, I'm gonna butcher it, but, Kogano? I've seen a couple of his videos, too. Alright, let's go back to Ul'dah, turn this in. I don't think we get the class upgrade yet. I think we gotta wait for level 30 on that. God, it's been forever since I last played this. I kind of forgotten a lot of stuff. What a formidable team you shall make. Kokobaigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Lions, even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of our combined Termitology. Before you engage the Voidsent, perhaps some time is needed for your brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourselves into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless Termitology is as a beacon to us all. Yeah, I can't get the next one until 30. Got it. Okay, so what is Thunder 2? Thunder 2, deal lightning damage with potency of 50 to target all enemies nearby. Lightning damage over time. So it's basically AoE Thunder. Got it. Alright, let's go and start up main story. Sins and Antiquity, so which we gotta go back to Kothras, Foundation. Let's go. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I gotta go to the Night's Most Heavenly. Wow. Wasn't paying attention.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal. The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thordan's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe.
Kind of weird that the religion one is trying to forsake the sins of the father here, but, you know, it's all good.
Dragon.
I kind of stand with them on that point, but everything else.
To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of Antiquity and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
That's the thing, it's kind of like a really tough position to like put yourself in. Like, there is no good way out of that.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable!
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
This fucking music. Master Hart, Master Alphanode. I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Signs of Seven Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid is bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetrated. No more. Life for death. I will have Sir Zephyr's heart for what he did to Hoshafont. Yes, of course. You two were close, I know. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Lion and I will stop them. Would I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an Archbishop to serve as guiding light for the masses. A force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it, we have a greater need for each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I'd like to assist the Scions in search for the Archbishop. Lines, Master Alphinaud, pray attend me outside. Very well. With me, Lions. I believe we have much to discuss. Soliel was eastbound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Leonette informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. The Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Boy, it was not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared in the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Halinar has yet to establish a foothold. We'll need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate. Lions, let's pay a visit to Master Garland of the Skysteel Manufactory. I see. Now I'll take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Okay, so now we gotta go over here. Should actually start having the second Beast Tribe come up, which is nice. Don't I have like 2 more areas I still have to do though? Yeah, there's like another one I still have to do. Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Azla's Law? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he's told Lions, the Asians tried to tempt him as they have tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. So we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to my airship landing when you're ready to depart. Just as well. They're pulling you out of the fire these last few times. I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. mind, we gotta speak to Alpha Node first. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataro of our plans. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Okay, so we need to go over to... Wait. Am I dumb? No. Yeah, it should be right here. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight. I'm pleased to say we are ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Pray forgive my lateness. Tatara and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing science, but she assures me that Oriange and Riel are pursuing promising leads. Come, we can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise. Lines, shall we get going? Yep, of course. This should be able to get us to the other section we need to for the Aether Currents.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
Speaking of, there's one right in front of us. From here, Cloudtop looks rather far. Beyond your guard lines, the Vanu could be anywhere, even watching as we speak. Assuming that Surreal is here, I thought she'd come to us. We should begin searching for the Isles in earnest. Of course, we will remain vigilant for Vanu's scouts as well, rather avoid needless bloodshed. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this over here. Okay, there's another one about 200 yalms to the north. Oh, where am I going? It's over here. Stand lookout on the island's eastern edge. Okay, I got ahead of myself a little bit. You search the skies for the Surreal, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Perhaps this effort is doomed to failure. Begs mercy for Netherlings. Does not fight, does not wish to die. Is that a Vanu being attacked? By whom? Over there. Imperial troops? Ishgaudians. Seize them. They all know where the Archbishop is. The enemy of my enemy. We have no choice. With me, Alliance. Protect the Vanu. Oh, well, okay. Well, guess we're killing you first.
Protect me!
Oh, right. Should probably go for not the named enemy. Oh, they're not named. Okay, maybe it's just a Centaurian who's kind of strong. Okay, kill this guy. How dare. Netherlings saved Lonovanu from certain death, showered Netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Lonovanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to Cloud Sea, but warmly welcomes them, shows gratitude where gratitude is due. Lonovanu owes much and more to Netherlings, as saviors, as heroes. Zandu welcomes you. To village we go, to north, come, come. So the Guardians are searching for the Archbishop and believe that the Vanu knows something of his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they may have the right of it. I conclude that we could accept the Lanu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Really? Couldn't let me just get the air current and be on my way. Really had to attack me. That's fine. Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay down your burdens, Netherlings. Lonavanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Okezandu. Far warmer welcome than the ones you received with Vanu, I think. Huh. Vandu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and fury like aimless gale. Yeah, unseen lightning begets such thunderous report. There you are. You see it. The damn flying whale again. The Imperials are after it. Where? The white? He's wounded. By the 12. Did that beast just eat an island? Oh, insatiable white. Oh, devourer of our world. Why must you torment us? Lonavanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, Netherlings. Come and break words with Chief of Zundu. Okay, so we're linked with that one. The southeast? It's gotta be up there. With wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Zanavanu speaks to Zandu. Hearken unto his words. Netherlings deliver Lonavanu from claws of steel shroud fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore Zephyr winds and bring before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. Gratitude to Zanu, chief of Zundu. It's boundless. We are honored to meet you, Chief Zanu. I am Alphino Louviere, and these are my companions, Lion's Heart and Sid Garland. We are come to search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the clouded sea. Likely black steel shroud contraption for which you saved Zanu, Lanavanu. Last to know, the ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we're looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white, and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lanavanu hear tales of these Netherlings. You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, we of Zanu's scouts can testify to words of Lanavanu. Aye, aye, winds carry a purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Oz's law. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Zanu, what exactly is Oz's law? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds toward 10 greatest danger. Look not to the heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the white devours the island where key is kept. Deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy, and beyond ours. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lonavanu, for as stone gives way to water and wind, all yield to the white. This he knows, Chief Zanu. Madness of Vandu bodes ill for all Vanu. There it is. I knew it was up here. There we go. So Oz's Law is home to forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of the key which the Archbishop covets. Much as I would like to believe it is safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavensward wield primal powers. If we do not slay the White and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the stake in our battle with the Leviathan, we are out of our element. This time we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more about the White. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. Okay, the next one is even further up northeast, but we will wait on that. If the Netherlings seek knowledge of the White, then speak to Kanovali, foremost keeper of tales, but neglect not to present self with humility and respect. As sun yields to the moon and moon to sun, that must be Kanovali with a bow. Yeah, there's like one more in the world. Zephyr winds at your back and sunshine to warm your brow, travel from below. Kanovali, keeper of tales, hears your words and she remembers. In times long ago in lands elsewhere, before even the clouded sea, the White is among many. Newborn he swims beside his many brothers in seas of endless water. But hatred the White is, for his brothers are the purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder, so that he fails only to rise again, for the merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. White still longs for the sea to which he cannot return, but in rebirth a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw whence comes the clouds. The new sea is born, home to him alone. Content his gaze below, he gazes below and sees others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps in his benevolence. He raises up islands of earth and guides these people to the clouded sea. Such as a tale of his rebirth and the salvation of the Vanu may never be forgot. But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is as the Vanu, his hunger is as the wild beasts. The islands are his gift to us, and now he must consume them? Kanovali knows no tale like this. So according to Vano, the Sea of Clouds and the floating islands were gifts from Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has taken to eating, yes, technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods, but what of you, Alphanode? Did you learn aught of value? Alas, no. That is, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu skyfishing. Skyfishing? My gods, that's it. Alphanode, my boy, I could kiss you. From what we have observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds, in essence fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we use dragon killers to fly our grapples into the beast's hide, then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it directly. A bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should lions fail to subdue the creature, it would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing island. Oh, he won't fail, and if anything does go wrong, it'll be within the of the Enterprise, ready to take Tolham out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else. No, nor I. I trust you have no objections to me joining you as well? Not at all. The more the merrier. Right then, it seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do with the Enterprise to be ready for our fishing trip. While you two need to find me some bait. Not just any island, mind. I want a mouthful at most. Well, you've heard Sid. We need an island to bait the hook. By way of first step, I propose we speak to Chief Zanu. If the Zandu are as concerned by Bismarck's behavior as they've given us to believe, they may as well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. Okay, I'm going to save these quests for a little bit. What I'm going to do is... I'm not going to be doing main story for much longer. I'm actually going to jump over to another class. And we'll save Bismarck for the next stream. The Tramontane is upon us. The White Feast and Vanu rejoice in their carnage. Hear me, Chief Zanu. The creatures which torment you now is the deity which raised up the floating islands and made a gift of them to you. He's a perversion of your beliefs given the form by the Vanu. A false savior consumes that which he should rightly safeguard. Yet it may not be this way, Chief Zanu. We have the power to strike down the impostor, but we beg of you an island to see it done. Mounts against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Zanu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn into the Ponente? Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zanu scouts what manner of island you require, and they will guide you to it. You shall not fail, Chief Zanu. You have my word on that. Come, Lions, let's see how Sid's preparations are progressing. We're gonna probably save a lot of these quests for Bard, because it should be still, it's almost 58 itself. Closer to it. I think Sid is standing right next to it. Yep, there it is. Our Guardian friends have furnished us with the dragon killers and ammunition. I'll take the liberty of procuring a magic field generator as well. Rest assured, we've changed to spare. Every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsman. If there's any lingering doubts as to their strength, now that we originally intended to bind dragons, were not found wanting. It pleases me to inform you that the Vanu have agreed to furnish us with an island of your choosing. All that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who will actually be doing the fighting. Lions, let Wedge know when the party is assembled. Probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one bit, a little bit, but I can't help being excited all the same. So tell me, Lions, are you ready to hunt the white whale? So you did, Lions, all aboard. We have the Limitless Blue Hard now accessible. Like I said, we're gonna do that next time. As easy as it would be to do. I don't want to do it right now. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Falcon's Nest. because we have a whole bunch of quests that opened up over here. Which, yay, that's going to be fun to do. Alright, let's talk to these guys. Got some class quests to knock out. The knights in question are currently on patrol. Upon learning of this, Guidelot continued north to the wilderness to find him. I must add the knight and his unit are late to return, so it might be simply a coincidence. Maybe our witless friend has done something we will live to regret. Whichever it is, we best go see for certain. We shall look for Guidelot around Gorgane Mills. We focus our search on twin pools to the north and west. It's going to give us about 50,000 experience. Well, if it isn't lions come to join the revelry, I shouldn't doubt. The situation here is under control, but there are plenty more fiends to go around. Why don't you go checking beyond the rock to the north? See if I actually remember how to play Bard. It's definitely been a little while. Oh, I actually did want to see one more thing. Do you support... We're gonna knock this out real quick. Just because I'm kind of curious. Okay, so yeah, this one, okay, I think I remember. I have two kind of tots. Attack damage increased, got it, and then looks like I have two songs. All right, I'm slowly getting back into it. We must stop the arbiter ship. Delay is no doubt. There's no time. We must force our way through them. It's a little slow because, again, I don't have, like, the best gear. Knight of the Heavensward. Sir Idafel Brightblade.
Focus. Release.
Okay, he should be dead.
I shall show you something special.
Yeah, he's definitely a little tougher.
I shall show you something special.
Let's say, how is he still alive? After a little time to ruminate, come my friends.
Focus. Release! Away with you! Away with you!
Or not, we'll just go over this guy over here. That's fine.
Focus. Release! Focus. Release!
Okay, well, if you guys want to attack this one, we'll attack this one first.
Come! I'll cut you to pieces!
Let's see, I should have known that you would be here. I'll cut you to pieces. You bested him once before. Together we shall do so again.
Away with you!
I will not yield to you!
Oh, what is going on with Hashafan? Why is he... Did he get knocked into the environment? The status of Knight of the Heavensward is well earned. You fought well, my friends, but our mission is far from over. Kinda fucked up that he's still calling us his friend. I mean, here of all places. So we should be getting up to the end. Still no sign of the Archbishop. He cannot be much further.
Away with you!
Alright, here we go. Let's see. He means to escape by airship. He must hurry.
Sickness must be purged. Be gone with you. And now the final curtain. This shall be a mercy. You disgust me. Sickness must be purged. Be gone with you. Sickness must be purged. Sickness must be purged. Bring on with you.
Bear witness!
Sickness must be purged.
All right. Okay, so let's finish up this quest. That's probably gonna be the last thing I do for this stream, and then I'm gonna start getting ready for work, which is unfortunate. He says a timing superb, brother. Late enough to be stylish, but not too late to be useless. Heinz, what has happened? Canalot did what? Why would he do such a dangerous thing? Amanane, I presume. I've got something here for you. A namesday present for your sweetheart. From Abby? There's a message attached to it. It is well and good to do your duty, but you mustn't forget who you're fighting for. After all, you're about to have an extra mouth to feed. My Abby is with child. Oh, Holani, praise be, I'm to be a father. In this moment, I must live not only for duty, but for my family. Rushing out of the city and joining the battle against fiends, it was all for the sake of delivering the present message? Aye, something like that. At the tavern, I heard tell of a knight who versed in traditional songs. I went to his sweetheart to ask about him, but the poor lass was damn near inconsolable. The way she pinned for her dearest Almanane was all... what was I to do but go out and find the bloke? Not only did you bring me the gladdest tidings of my life, in coming to your aid, you most certainly saved it. Besides, I can never repay this debt. I shall not be for want of effort. Whatever you wish to know, I shall be glad to assist you. We're searching for a legendary song said to hold the power to bring battles to end. The Ballad of Oblivion, it is called. Are you perchance familiar with it? I've heard rumors of a woman who sends souls to the heavens with a song. Perhaps this is a song you seek? I shall look into it and send word should I learn something. Got a lot. Just because that entered well doesn't mean you're excused. You can't simply do whatever you please. Whenever I please, I was adapting to the situation. It happens to be sought after in a bard. An opportunity presented itself and I grabbed it with both hands. Insufferable man. Blazed though it was, his action did save lives, so I shall overlook this lapse in judgment this once. So return to Falcon's Nest. Okay, let's teleport over there real quick, turn this in, and put myself in the city, so, Lest you forget, we are a fellowship. Members of a fellowship work together. Do we have an understanding? Fight not the flow of life's river, for you'll never arrive at the shoals. Give your body and soul to the waters, and Sanson the Stiff has no soul. Stop that. I'm trying to have a serious conversation. You know nothing, Sanson the Stiff. A bard must compose when inspiration takes him. I was trying to capture the virtue of tranquility, and you rudely interrupted me. What about you, my friend? Has recent happenings kindled a verse within your heart? You see, Lions too was moved to compose a lovely little ditty. Yes, it's very beautiful, but I was talking about what it means to be a fellowship. We have work to do, and I expect you to do your part, starting with our inquiries. I'm inquiring, aren't I? As I've already proven, there's plenty to be learned from the common folk. I'll leave you to deal with your own kind, the stuffy highborn sort. We have yet learned from Sir Manaline. Until such time as we do, I shall continue our own search for information. As before, pray keep up your strength for the journey ahead. And we got the Wanderer's Minette. Okay, what is this? Sing the Wanderer's Minette will display the action corresponding song gauge, indicating the time's effects remaining. If repertoire effect is triggered while the Wandering Minette is being sung, the action Pitch Perfect will become available. The potency of Pitch Perfect increases according to the number of repertoire stacks. Let's see. Deals unexpected damage of 100. Grants Wanderer's Minette to self and other nearby party members, increasing crit chance by 2. Okay, we'll pop that up. And what else do we get next level? We get Ethereal Arrow, which deals 230. Okay, but I'm going to call that there for right now, and have a good day.